People ask the question, why would you be a Christian? And it's a good question. And to be honest, sometimes I ask myself the same question. And I'm not going to try and answer that in its entirety today, but I will give you some sort of answer. But before I do, I just want to say to those of you listening who are Christians, that when you get asked that question, please don't just jump in and give the answer that you want to give, or do whatever you can to avoid answering the question altogether. But stop and really listen. Because lots of people's experience of Christianity is an experience with the religion and the institution. And like every religion, like every institution, it's full of the good and the bad and the ugly. And in amongst the beauty, there is also the struggle for power and people utilising power and fear and religion to get control and all those sorts of things that happen in every institution. And sometimes people ask the question, why would you be a Christian? Because they're coming from a place of misunderstanding or a place of hurt. And when people are coming to you with that question out of a place of hurt, they don't need some sort of glib answer. What people need is compassion, is love, is gentleness, is humility. I was sitting in this very place earlier in the week, and I'm fortunate to be able to get some time in my week to be able to spend some quiet time. And I was sitting here in quiet time, in contemplation, in thought, in prayer, and just soaking up the beauty of this place. And I'm so fortunate that I have that time. I'm so fortunate that I live, in the Barossa Valley, and 10 minutes away, I'm here in the beauty of nature. And at the same time, I was looking around me, and you can probably see in the background as well, I see Stobie poles, and I see phone towers, and I see the other things that we've built that have taken away from the beauty. And I was thinking about how we're all like that. How our experience of humanity will always be less than perfect. You see, for me, that thought led into a thinking about the fact that I'm a Christian not because of what other Christians have said and done in many ways, although that helps and hinders. But I'm a Christian not because of the Christian church, but because I'm a follower of Jesus. And sometimes our experience of the Christian church or of other Christian individuals can be a bit like the Stobie pole in the middle of beautiful nature. The reality is, I'm a Christian because I follow Jesus. And for me, my experience of Jesus, and I pray that yours might be the same, is very much like the beauty of nature. Of sitting here and experiencing an overwhelming sense of beauty around me. An overwhelming sense that something is much bigger than me. I'm a Christian not because of what Christians stand for, but because what Jesus stands for. And I believe that Jesus, and I say this because I've listened to what his friends said, those who were with him who recorded what he said and did. And the Jesus that I know stands for love, stands for beauty, stands for caring for those people who can't care for themselves, stands for standing up against those people who've been oppressed, been given a raw deal. That's the Jesus that I know. My experience of Jesus is one of gentleness, of humility, of standing for people and not against people. My experience of Jesus is probably summed up best in his own words when he said, I didn't come to condemn the world, but to save it, because I love the world and the people in it. That's partly why I'm a Christian. Look at that sunrise just bouncing off my eyes. Partly the reason why I'm a Christian. I'll talk some more about that some more next week. I pray that if you've experienced Christianity through me and it's been less than perfect, I'm sorry. If you've experienced it through other Christians and it's been less than perfect and hasn't been filled with love, I'm sorry. May you experience Christianity through the love of Jesus Christ.